Hey everyone, I am here with Peak Canine and our principal doctor, Dr. Sanjie Goyle, who is you're recommending to do Omega-3 testing for dogs.
Yeah,
right?
As part of Peak Canine, we're now offering that as one of our testing that's available. And I think it's such an important test. And it's not really being done very often. It's more in kind of a research area. You can't really go to your vet really and ask for an Omega-3 test done. It's not very commonly done. So,
and why did you feel that Omega-3 is important to test?
Well, you do see a lot of, supplements out there, and, dog foods talk about Omega-3s in the feed. But I think it'd be good to know what is the actual level that your dog has, so then you could decide, hey, am I giving enough Omega-3? Should I be giving more? Maybe, I think that's kind of important. So you kind of, because there's so many potential benefits of Omega-3.
Yeah, I have not been a pet owner for a while. You do have a dog, right?
We have it, yes.
Do pet owners often consider supplementation or like putting, other than Omega-3 or vitamins in food, what's the point of testing? Like, what can Omega-3 tell a pet owner about their animal?
Yeah, so let's do a little backup. What is Omega-3? Omega-3 is a type of fatty acid.
Okay.
And Omega-3 means that on the omega side of this fatty acid, which are long chain, so fatty acids are composed of these carbon atoms.
Okay.
And it basically means long chain of these fatty acids, which are polyunsaturated, which means they have a number of what you call it, bonds that are not saturated. They don't have all the hydrogens on them. Basically, you find things that don't kind of coagulate and become solid at room temperature.
Yes.
Usually are polyunsaturated fats.
Okay.
So, for example, something like vegetable oil, polyunsaturated.
Yes.
Whereas something like...
Because it'll always stay liquid.
Kind of stays liquid, right?
But lard, I don't even know lard.
Solid, which is saturated.
Or butter, sometimes.
Saturated fat.
Yeah, okay.
So it gives you an example. So what's the difference between... And so we have... Polyunsaturated fats have a lot of health benefits.
Okay.
But they are divided into two types, which is Omega-3 and Omega-6. And that all the difference is here is that where is a double bond beginning from the Omega side? And on Omega-3, it means on the third carbon, there's a double bond.
Okay.
Whereas on Omega-6, there's a double bond on the sixth carbon from the Omega side. But there's a lot of health benefits to these Omega-3. That's why people are taking them. So basically...
Yeah, I see Omega-3s in human foods and human supplements.
That's so important. Basically, the two really famous ones, the ones that most people hear about, EPA and DHA.
Oh, yes.
These are two very important Omega-3 fatty acids. The DHA is extremely important for brain health.
Got it.
And EPA seems to be very important for heart health. Just on a broad strokes.
Right.
That they seem to be very important. So similarly in dogs, because the physiology of dogs is very similar to humans, and that's what we're doing at Peak Canine. We're thinking, hey, look, there's so much stuff we know about humans.
Yes.
Let's apply it to dogs. There's no reason we shouldn't be applying what we know about humans to dogs.
Now this seems pretty revolutionary. Is anybody else testing animals for Omega-3?
I think it's probably being done research-wise. I don't really know, but it's not a very common test, and we're trying to bring it to the forefront. Call it to the masses or whatever. Yeah. But basically, so that people can get a sense of, are they feeding their dog enough Omega-3, because there's so many health benefits. So one would be, like I said, brain health, because there's been studies showing that it can improve the cognition of dogs. Because remember, the brain is about 70% fat.
Got it.
And these...
Yeah, we talked in our Alzheimer's episodes about how, sometimes the brain cannot not reproduce the fat, but they can't break down fats or sugars or whatever.
Sugars. Yeah, that's the problem in Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
But these fats are really important, and around all the cells, they're composed of what's called a cell membrane. So the membranes around these neuron cells is composed of fat.
Okay.
So it's a really important part of signaling between cells, is that this layer needs to be working well.
Okay.
So that's why it's really important in humans, and it's just as important in dogs that they need to have the right fats in their brain, so that it works well, and that would prevent any type of neurological diseases.
So are you actually offering this testing now?
We are offering that testing right now.
And how will pet owners who are in the GTA or GTA West able to
they can just go to
access?
peakcanine.ca and they can just sign up to get a test done, and we'll send the lab technician to their house.
Oh.
And so you don't have to go wait in a veterinary office or anywhere
That's
like that.
awesome.
Come to your house, get the test done, and again, it'll take a couple of weeks and we'll have the answer for you.
Have you already tested some animals, or are you just starting?
Yeah,
this
we're
now?
just starting it. We have tested, our dog, but
does he have enough omega-3?
Yeah, we're doing quite well. I've been feeding our dog for a while.
That's good.
But I did want to just mention 2 or 3 other little important things about it. One is brain health. The next thing is heart health, skin and hair, and fur, obviously.
Right.
I just want to mention a couple other things. One is that there's the skin health, which is really important for if you're taking DHA and EPA. You'll have it'll be much better quality of hair, and less chance. There was a study where they fed these dogs a high omega-3 diet for about 21 days. These dogs who had what's called something similar to eczema.
Oh, you can see in their skin, it was
dry,
itchy.
Basically atopic dermatitis, which is like eczema. And what they found was that after 21 days, about 50% of the dog's symptoms went away.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then when they stopped the diet, it came back.
And are you seeing a parallel then of, let's say, from a human, if we had eczema and whatnot, it could be that we are deficient in those omega-3s?
Yeah, a lot of these omega-3s, if you're getting good quality omega-3, it should help with your eczema
skin
as well.
and everything else.
I can probably talk on a human episode about that. But so let's rewind then. So brain health, skin health, and then heart health.
Heart health, okay.
And then lastly, joint health.
Got it.
So there was a study that looked at dogs to see what would happen to their arthritis if they got omega-3s, and they had, I think, a significant number of them developed less pain, and they seemed to be just, and
like a happier dog.
They seemed to be in less pain from their arthritis. So that's another reason to consider, giving your dog omega-3. So there's 4 big reasons there that one could consider, and so definitely get your testing done for your dog. Go to peakcanine.ca. We're ready to take your dog's blood and get it done, and we do a whole bunch of other testing as well. You can take a look on the site, and we'll probably talk about it on future episodes.
Awesome. All right. Well, get your dogs checked, and you'll review the results with them when they get it?
We basically get a report. It'll be very clear where your dog is sitting on the scale of what's optimal and what's deficient.
Okay.
It'll be clear. Yeah.
All right. Until next week, guys, visit peakcanine.ca.
Take care.
See you next time.